The need for a robust and objective definition of an Indigenous Australian is fundamental to all policies and legislation related to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, especially the voice to Parliament. There is absolutely no doubt whatsoever that Indigenous identity fraud exists. That is why I am calling on the members here to refer this to a Senate inquiry which needs to be held. I am absolutely disgusted, as are many Australians, that you have ignored the call of Australians to call out the fraud that is actually happening with identity. People who are not Indigenous are making claims in welfare, education, housing loans, business loans. You know the fraud is going on, yet you do absolutely nothing about it. We are facing one of the most important issues in this country in the lead-up to the referendum. That could change our whole identity of our democracy and this parliament, and yet you are reluctant to ensure that people are of Aboriginality. If you want them to have a voice, then make sure that they are Aboriginal. Even the Indigenous people themselves are complaining about people claiming Aboriginal identity who are not Aboriginals themselves. You are ignoring this. Then I've got to ask the question, what is your ulterior motive? You can't tell me that every Labor member on that bench agrees with this. You go along with Albanese's wish, the Prime Minister's wish. You're not representing the people of this nation. Billions and billions of dollars have gone out, and you stand here like crocodile tears saying the money hasn't got where it's needed. Well, it hasn't. But what have you done about it? Absolutely nothing. You see people living in poverty in some of these remote communities. How many of you have actually been there? Well, I tell you, I have, and I've seen it. The best of schools are built, but the kids don't go there. You have sexual abuse, nothing happens. You shut it down. You talk about the stolen generation. You keep talking about the stolen generation because you're frightened to do anything about it, because you're called racist. That's not representing these people. And your answer to it is bringing a voice to Parliament. What? And put people in, 24 nominated people, selected, not elected, selected. How do you know their identity? How do you know that they are really the people to represent Aboriginal needs? We have that many bodies now. We've got over 3,000 Aboriginal corporations and land councils with billions of dollars going to them. Identity fraud. You have the census. Since the 2016 to 2021, it's increased by 25.2%. That means the Australian people are fed up with everyone claiming Aboriginality. And the fact is they actually tick the box. So you're giving funding out to these organisations based on the census figures, which you can't prove are true. You talk about people that are disadvantaged, and you only talk about those people disadvantaged because they are actually of Aboriginality or Torres Strait Islander. There are many Australians who are disadvantaged, living in their cars, poverty. Smith family says there's 2 million Australians, children living in poverty. I have so much contempt for the members in this parliament who are not representing the Australian people to the best of their ability. For truth and honesty, you talk about truth-telling. I don't see a truth-telling in this place whatsoever, and that is what disgusts me. I have a lot more to say on this, but at the moment I won't be able to continue my
Senator
remarks.
Hanson, it being 12:15, we're at a hard marker. Senator Thorpe.